Kindness and awareness work together. Through awareness, we understand the underlying beauty of everything and every being. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. Be the change you wish to see in the world. We may speak about a place where there are no tears, no death, no fear, no night, but those are just the benefits of heaven. The beauty of heaven is seeing God. Music is the mediator between the spiritual and the sensual life. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Surrender is the most difficult thing in the world while you are doing it, and the easiest when it is done. Live quietly in the moment and see the beauty of all before you. The future will take care of itself. We have perceptions about our experience and we judge them. Yoga is the dance of every soul with the music of every breath that creates inner serenity and harmony. The next message you need is always right where you are. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. Equanimity arises when we accept the way things are. Each of us is a lake of love, yet strangely enough, we are all thirsty. Concentrating on poses clears the mind, while focusing on the breath helps the body shift out of fight or flight mode. I close my eyes in order to see. Having lots of money while not having inner peace is like dying of thirst while bathing in the ocean. To resolve problems through negotiation is a very childish approach. Overall, always strive to be genuine about who you are, what you offer, and why you do what you do. So many people seem to struggle with being kind to themselves. This is really sad. You see, if you don't have genuine love and kindness toward yourself, how can you extend these to others? Being happy is of the utmost importance. Success in anything is through happiness. True meditation is about being fully present with everything that is including discomfort and challenges. It is not an escape from life. The important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become. Basically, if the mind stays in the present, it's impossible to worry. Re-examine all you have been told. Dismiss what insults your soul. I have so much to do that I shall spend the first 3 hours in prayer. If you want to know how to work through the growing pains in life, start by practicing how to become comfortable with discomfort. That's the way of the yogi. Yoga will always be transformational, even when it stops being cool. Detachment doesn't mean avoiding things and going to the Himalayas. It means doing what is necessary without drowning in it. What I believe in touches many aspects of religious and spiritual thought. Mainly I'm influenced and inspired by the Eastern yogis' aspect of mysticism, which is, I think, the future. Feel the fear and do it anyway. The number of seconds the average person spends in the present moment in a year does not amount to even a single day. The wound is the place where light enters you. You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. One of the best ways to start being impatient is to stop meditating. Yoga does not start or end on your mat, but is present in every breath you take. The heart of a yogi should always bear goodwill and thoughts that benefit others. Monks are not expected to speak about themselves. The message is important, not the person. Maturity is the ability to think, speak, and act your feelings within the bounds of dignity. The measure of your maturity is how spiritual you become during the midst of your frustrations. Yoga is not about touching your toes. It is what you learn on the way down. If a man is to live, he must be all alive, body, soul, mind, heart, spirit. I do not view myself as a psychedelic person, but as a yogi. The longest journey of any person is the journey inward. Yoga is about clearing away whatever is in us that prevents our living in the most full and whole way. In the world, there are countless sadhus, mahatmas, mahapurushas, saints, yogis, and wallas. Through the number of genuine ones is very, very limited. Don't move the way fear makes you move. Move the way love makes you move. Move the way joy makes you move. Yoga is a light which, once lit, will never dim. The better your practice, the brighter your flame. We all wish for world peace, but world peace will never be achieved unless we first establish peace within our own minds. I am what we call a karma yogi in Sanskrit. A karma yogi is somebody who believes in data. I collect a lot of data. In truth, yoga doesn't take time, it gives time. Change only happens in the present moment. The past is already done. The future is just energy and intention. Fools laugh at others. Wisdom laughs at itself. Yoga means addition. Addition of energy, strength, and beauty to body, mind, and soul. Age has no reality except in the physical world. There is a light in this world. Yoga is not just repetition of few postures. It is more about the exploration and discovery of the subtle energies of life. Without inner peace, outer peace is impossible. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself. As you breathe in, cherish yourself. As you breathe out, cherish all beings. Meditation can help us embrace our worries, our fear, our anger, and that is very healing. We let our own natural capacity of healing do the work. Inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control your emotions. Mindfulness helps us to go home to the present, and every time you go there and recognize the condition of happiness that you have, happiness comes. God will not look you over for medals, degrees, or diplomas, but for scars. Step out of the circle of time and into the circle of love. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is a spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. When a person responds to the joys and sorrows of others as if they were his own, he has attained the highest state of spiritual union. Have only love in your heart for others. The more you see the good in them, the more you will establish good in yourself. For a Siddhar yogi, time is precious. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. The deeper the grief, the closer is God. The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but leads us deeper into it. Life finds its purpose and fulfillment in the expansion of happiness. It is not the end of the physical body that should worry us. The gift of learning to meditate is the greatest gift you can give yourself in this lifetime. Happiness radiates like the fragrance from a flower and draws all good things towards you. Real peace is always unshakable. Bliss is unchanged by gain or loss. When we meditate to expand our consciousness, we perceive reality from an evolved perspective.